So are those rumors about Toys R Us returning to the United States actually true? I feel like I've heard this rumor before a couple years ago. Obviously, it never happened, and now they're resurfacing. Maybe they have a little bit more validity these days. I don't know. So let me know in the comment section below what you know about them, and if they're actually true, when are the reopenings going to happen? Or are they just indefinitely postponing them until things get better with, the pandemic and the economy and all that fun stuff? But I mean, I just have a little mistrust for it. Like, granted, don't get me wrong, I would absolutely love to jubilantly sprint to the cars aisle one more time. You have no idea what I would give up to go into a Toys R Us again. They used to have a whole half aisle to cars alone. You'd be able to walk down an entire aisle and just stare at cars as you walk down the entire aisle. All cars, a sea of cars, best store ever. Spend like a half an hour in it every single time I went. And that is exactly where this canceled car would have resided. He was going to be in the Radiator Springs Classic line as a deluxe, and we all know that that line used to be exclusive to Toys R Us stores across the world. The line is taking kind of a new life now. It's kind of gotten a new meaning. It's called Welcome to Radiator Springs, and it's now at the Target stores, and it's way less cool because it mainly just includes townies with new accessories. But maybe we'll talk about that later. Either way, happy Canceled Car Tuesday, guys. Welcome back. I hope you're having a good day and you're ready for some canceled car action. Really excited about this one. I love the stuff from the flashback scene in Cars, so obviously in a moment here we'll show where he appears in the movie and all that good stuff. But yeah, just to give you a brief preface on how he was canceled. In 2017, about there, when Toys R Us went like right down the hill, Mattel had quite a few more deluxes in specific planned for the Radiator Springs Classic line. They actually had Cone Teeth Mater, I think Leroy Traffic with Snow Tire, and of course this TS2 truck as everyone refers to it by. He doesn't have a real name, so maybe I'll put a real name in the title, or you guys can come up with one in the comments below. So now obviously they put Leroy with Snow Tires in the main line in 2021. They put Mater with Cone Teeth in the main line in 2020. Just kind of leaving this guy. They also were intending to release some Piston Cup semis from Cars 3. Brickyard Leads, Bobby Swifts, and Cal Weathers. Take 5, they revealed that along with some other deluxes that actually did get released. They were the last ones, and those you guys know were Jerry Recycled Batteries, Gil, Chet Boxcar, Ben Crankleshaft, and Paul Valdez. Those were the only deluxes to be released in that Radiator Springs Deluxe line. And it's really unfortunate, man. Really, really stinks. There he is in the movie, kind of off toward the background there behind Ramone and Flo's house. Now, of course, we've already gotten some of the trucks that are his exact same model from the flashback scene. Of course, you have Miles Meat Truck Malone and you have Dustin Mellows. Actually, those aren't even the only times that this truck model has been used. If you guys remember from Moon Mater, the NASCAR truck, or the NASCA. Yeah, the NASCA truck. I think that's, they call it NASCA. There it is. He is the same model as well. So this would have been the 4th model. And now while that diminishes the excitement a little bit, it's still pretty cool in my opinion. He has a unique expression. He's got an entirely new paint job. And like, I would totally take a repaint of a character. Let's say this. Let me rephrase. I would totally take a repaint of a previous model than a Cars 3 like silver release, a Cars 3 Racing Red. Basically what I'm trying to say is anything from Cars 1 I view as elite and would take that over anything from pretty much the other movies. So like silver Jackson Storm, silver Tim Treadless. I could totally have sacrificed those for this guy. But let's get into the review here of the TS2 truck. So he's got a nice little expression there. He's pretty happy looking. I think this is the same model though that they used on Dustin Mellows. It does look to be that. Maybe it's a little longer, but it does look very similar. Now I'm pretty sure the expression is just flipped. So you can see how the eyelid dips down there. Comes in from our right, and here it comes in from the left. So I think they literally just like flipped it horizontally. 180 degrees essentially. Actually, no, that's not right. They literally just like flipped it. And it's smart, it's easy, and it generates a new expression. Of course, my favorite expression was on Miles Meat Truck Malone here because he's looking off to the side, he's shouting, gives him way more character. So I really do like that. He's my favorite one of these trucks, but this one also looks pretty nice. And then here you could see the Nazca truck, who has a similar expression to Dustin, but it's actually unique. You can see that the eyelids just dip down a little bit more and the eyes are more spread apart. So it's funny how small adjustments like those two can make an entirely new expression. Of course, he has his little hood emblem there, silver grille. The bumper is plastic. TS2 quality service. You can see the logo right there. I'm not really sure what this company TS2 does, but they provide quality service. That's all I know, or at least they claim to. Now, because this is a prototype, of course, it was not released. It's a canceled car. He has an engineering code up here. It is engraved. You can feel it on the metal there, and this one's 236. I'm fortunate enough to have another one, and that one is 233. Does that mean they made at least 236 of this canceled car, or at least prototype samples of it? I don't know. Definitely seems like it, like that would be your intuition, right? But that's a lot, and there certainly aren't that many of these out there. Now, Mattel probably disposed of the majority of them, but again, you really just don't know how many are out there with these types of things. But this is one of the more, I guess on a scale of 1 to 10 for rarity, I would say this guy's around like a 5 in terms of like the canceled car spectrum. Like if you put Trev Diesel, the train that appeared only at the Peterson Automotive Museum, that's your 10. And let's say your 1 is Cars 3 Brent Mustangburger, who there were a bunch of, this guy would probably land at a 5. You got another little logo up there that says DT. It's got like a wing. It's like half of a piston cup wing almost. I really like the design here on the back. You have the yellow on the top, blue on the bottom, same logo again. Of course, the only part that's metal on this guy is the cab, and then the trailer here itself is all plastic, but that's how it's always been. And here is the back. You got the little taillights down there looking super retro. It's kind of like an old milk delivery truck. That's what it really reminds me of. Really cool. No base markings whatsoever. Oh, never mind. Oh my god, you are blind. So you have Disney, Pixar, Mattel, made in China, and the product code. It looks like it uses some screws here for the plastic part and then a rivet there for the metal cab. 2 rivets. Wow. Wow. Lots of, what was that? 6 different either screws or rivets they use down there. Wow. I do like the side view mirrors they give him here because they are a little bit more silvery than they have been in the past. You can see on these other ones, they look a little bit more plasticky, like just a cheap plastic gray. These have a little bit more of a shine to them, at least from what I could tell in person. Yeah, you could definitely see it on here. That's shinier than that, without a doubt. And while we have Miles here, we'll do a little comparison. The grille looks a little bit different. It looks a little bit more defined, but the hood emblems and all that look the same. All of these guys have the same rims, same wheels. Zoom out here a little bit. They are the exact same height and all that. Very, very nice. You guys gotta let me know in the comment section below which one of these trucks is your favorite. I'm almost tempted to ask between just these 3 because these are really the ones you can compare. The Nazca truck's a little weird since he appeared in Moon Mater and not the flashback scene. Looking at these 2 now in the vacuum, you could tell that this line on the hood is thinner than this one. And again, the grille is a little bit more defined than it is there. And so I like that. I'm indifferent on the line through the hood. I do like how the grille looks and this emblem here. It just looks a little bit more clean cut, more defined again. Oh my goodness. Careful with those hand gestures, Disney Docket. This is my original Dustin Mellows from like 2009. Wow. See when he was made. Was that the 297th day of 2008 at the AZ factory. All right, let's play a little game. If I can guess to within like 20 days of when Miles was produced, I'm gonna go give myself like a something to enjoy myself with. I don't know what, but I need to reward myself. All right, so this guy was released toward the tail end of 2010. I feel like August around there was when he maybe first surfaced. All right, so let's say that means he was probably made in early 2010. I'm gonna go with the 45th day of 2010. So the code should read 0450. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That is no way. The 362nd day of 2010? What? There's absolutely no way this guy was made on the 4th to last day of 2010. Huh. This must have been a really late release for Miles. Like, he obviously then was released to stores in 2011 before Cars 2 came out. No way. No way, dude. I totally thought I got this for Christmas in 2010. Wow. All right, whatever, man. That's mind-boggling me right now. I don't really believe that. Let's look at Derek's here. Derek's was the 315th day of 2010. I don't know, man. Wow. Wow, that is just mind-boggling to me. Anyways, let's do a little comparison here with the Nazca truck. So he has a very similar mouth, but again, the less defined hood features. Now, I just noticed something very unique about the TS2 truck. Its trailer is a completely unique model. You can see here Dustin's is all smooth. Of course, you do have the lines here for the door itself, which is the same as this door, but obviously the TS2 truck has lines going all throughout. Miles has some, but they certainly aren't as defined. Like, you could feel it's much smoother. Like, I can make that noise on that, even though I shouldn't be scraping it like that, but that is so weird. The NASCAR truck is totally smooth as well. Wow. He has a completely unique trailer. I never even thought to look at that, but that's really cool. And that shall end our review of the TS2 truck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below who is your favorite of these three, or if you really like the Nazca truck, you can include him too, I suppose. But out of these three, my favorite is Miles Meat Truck Malone. Sorry, usually I would say the canceled version, but I gotta be fair. I love the expression on Miles, and red's my favorite color. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Bye now.